Well, I would say that the lockdown is a necessary evil. It's a necessary evil because looking at how the coronavirus spreads, it is important that in order for us to limit the spread and contain the virus, we would all try and stay at home. And to that extent, I agree 100% with government that we must lock down. Otherwise, the upsurge of the infections will be very high. And if our health facilities are unable to contain the numbers, we can run into a very big crisis. But then again, when you lock down, there are some social, economic problems that come with lockdown. In the first place, there are many people who fall within the poverty bracket. These people, they live by the day. If they don't go out, they don't eat. So it means we need a very robust, non-partisan aid program that can reach out to these people. Unfortunately, we haven't seen much of that. I have seen NADMO doing something, but you can't feel the impact on the ground. For example, I am in Madina here, and trust me, since the lockdown, we came up with the compassion outreach, and every single day we are out there feeding breakfast, and sometimes we do lunch when we are able, or we get supporters. However, as we go around, people are hungry, people are complaining, and people have heard that government has voted so much money to take care of them, and yet they are not feeling it. So I think my concern has to do with government intervention, particularly for the most vulnerable, because as a volunteer doing this outreach, I don't know how long I can continue. When the extension came, we decided to extend. But I don't know whether if we ever have another extension, I will have the capacity, the financial resource, the energy to be able to continue. And even then, what I do is very limited. We have so many people in Madina. Sometimes we've been doing an average of 250 packs of food a day. Some days we do 150, other days we do 300 and plus. Yesterday, for example, we did about 770 packs of food and beverages. And these things are not sustainable because we are private and we are individuals and raising private support to do these things. So that is where government comes in handy. If government is unable to find solution to the numbers who are hungry out there, I am afraid the lockdown will only remain on our statute books. Because when people are hungry, for them, it's a matter of survival. When they stay home, they will die of hunger anyway. When they come out, they are likely to have COVID-19 and they are likely to spread the virus. They will rather come out because they want to survive. So if we can effectively enforce the law, then we must develop our social network. We must develop the resources in such a way that the most vulnerable can be taken care of. And based on this, I would want to beg individuals, private individuals. When you come to Madina here, there are many food vendors. There are many shops. There are many filling stations. There are many people who are a bit well-to-do. We will beg them. On a daily basis, if you can do 100 packs of breakfast, if you can do 100 packs of lunch, and all of us are helping people within our catchment areas, little by little, we will be able to rise above this coronavirus. Corona knows no political boundaries. Corona knows no religious boundaries. Corona knows no elderly people or children. Corona is out there looking for all of us, and we all need to be careful. The best remedy is staying at home. But whilst we expect people to stay at home, we should be willing and ready to support particularly those who are most vulnerable.